All right, 6 o'clock on a Monday. Better late than never. Let's do this. Let's hit the books. Part of that by Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. As you can see already, Barbara's not with us, is producing behind the controls. I'm merely Brad Powers. We have Alex Moretto behind the controls. Great job to start the show. Speaking of the show, let's pay some bills. We got a lot of ads. You're going to love this, Knish. We're going to have some fun with the ads today. But the one that we love the most is the title sponsor of this show. It's FanDuel. And right now, with college football being back, FanDuel is giving you a reason to lock in early. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get 300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. You can use these bonus bets on best bets such as week 3 lines, Heisman futures, totals, players, props, whatever you got circled on your college football calendar. FanDuel. That's right. FanDuel is easy to use, safe. And when you win, guess what? You get paid instantly. No waiting around, no hassle, just straight to your account. So if you got a team, a take, or a gut feeling before kickoff, now's the time to back it. What you need to do is head on over to FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks and sign up to get started. Disclaimer, you must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas in affiliation with the Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. First online real money wager, only $5 first deposit. Required bonus issued as a non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 supports in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE New York or text HOPE New York in New York. Got a question for you, Knish. Did the Lions miss their window?
Look,
AJ's on top of it too.
Kudos
to Moretto for having that up as well.
I had a conversation with one of my Lions diehard buddies yesterday, and it basically centered around that. It was like, did we, when you don't have a Mahomes or, that type of quarterback, you can only kind of build a roster up for that moment. And it's like, did we miss the opportunity? Because yesterday's game, and I know people around here, it's one game on that, but the interior offensive line is not good, and the defensive line had an awful performance. And so now, if the whole Goff thing does not work, and we don't have to get too, but if you can't run the football, play action, the whole Goff thing doesn't work. And so you got 2 rookies at each guard spot and a journeyman center who was a average player at Michigan 12 years ago. I don't know. I'm concerned. I'm concerned after that one. But yeah, the interior OL, Eddie, was miserable. I mean, they got their ass kicked. So I'm concerned. People are going to say the coordinator thing. To me that I don't know. I think that's a little overcooked in the NFL, just in general. I think at both lines, they were like built on elite trenches, and they don't have it right now.
I got another question for you. This is a college football show. What was with that offensive game plan in Norman, Oklahoma? That looked like a game plan from last year.
It looked like
you don't have national championship aspirations this year. Let's see what we got at quarterback. Let's let the 5-star throw the football down the field. I know we don't got wide receivers, but let's let it rip a little bit.
It looked like a Sharon Moore, like, let's just try and keep this as close as possible and hope something goes right for us. And a lot of stuff did go right for them, and that still wasn't enough. That to me is the biggest, is like, if you reverse things and you put the turnovers on Michigan and some of the bad breaks and stuff Oklahoma had, that's a 30-point loss, not not an 11-point loss or a 9-point loss. So you had a couple of breaks go your way, and the game plan was just, the whole, we're going to run a telegraph screen 8 times that Venables just eats up. But the flip side of that is this, again, almost similar to the Lions, is the Michigan offensive line good enough to just, to run some of your deeper shot, standard pass block? The talent they have surrounding Underwood right now is just very and I'll say this, at best, average, and at worst, below average. Again, third string tight end, a number one receiver who's
Klein being out of tight end was a bigger factor than expected.
Yeah. And your other receivers other than McCauley are just guys. Even McCauley's not like a star or anything. And I think your offensive line is, I don't think there's an NFL player on that line as it's currently constructed. And you were used to multiple NFL players and high-level college players on it. And I think the biggest problem is Sharon Moore still game planning and coaching like it's 21, 22, 23. And it ain't anymore. And so that ain't working anymore. And I don't know. I think again, I like Oklahoma. Thought they, at Venables is tough, but it was disappointing just to see you go on the road as a dog and you play that conservative, just don't, like that style of like, almost like we're playing not to lose. Like it's the 90s here.
Yep.
Disappointing. And I don't know. To me, I have no concern about Bryce Underwood. People are saying Underwood in the chat. There is of the things on this team that I'm concerned about on offense, Underwood is way down the list. If you can't fucking block, you got nobody to throw to, and your play calling is conservative garbage. So yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have any issue with. I think the Bryce Underwood is still very, very. The potential still there.
Got to get him some wideouts.
Yep.
I know they got him a running back, but they got a running back now and still can't do anything.
And the running back made play, like they made plays. The running game, like he made the plays. The passing game was just
bad. All right, I wanted your take on that since we hadn't talked since that game, and that being the marquee game. Any other major takeaways? Obviously, big upset, South Florida over Florida. South Florida in the driver's seat for the G5, long season. I think they're up against it this week. That might be, we'll get to that game here in a bit. But Billy Napier's in big trouble, big trouble.
Yeah, ugly. I think he had given himself some margin, like after last year, and just erased it all in 1 week.
Yeah,
like literally 1 week. Like if you couldn't, this schedule's so tough. You had a number of losses on it that you could tolerate.
Yeah,
but this wasn't one of them. And not only the way you lose to, like in that fashion, with some of the game planning issues, with the offense looking pretty ugly, with a local school who's obviously, a couple layers down that, now you got a year, you get it. Just a lot of different ways that played out that are really going to make it tough for Napier to survive. I think it's a lot different. I will say this. It's a lot different nowadays financially when it comes to firing coaches. I still think Napier will be, a year end unless he has a big hot run is out. Things have changed though. Like the whole, when Kalen DeBoer after that week won, Kalen DeBoer's not going fucking anywhere. So unless you're a coach who's lowered the buyout, who's on his, second or third leg after that, then you get fired. They're not insta firing anybody. But speaking of people that might be, I think I told one of the interns to queue up that Mike Gundy video from a few years ago. 69-3. Yeah.
At the end of 3, they had no scoring in the fourth quarter. That was one of our best bet winners. That was nice.
Is it over already?
For them? Yeah,
unless I don't know.
I bet under the win total, so I don't. They're not going to a bowl game. They're going to be an underdog in almost every Big 12. I couldn't believe their conference wins was set at 3.5. I had them coming into this season an underdog in almost every Big 12 game. So I don't see it. So it could be another 2-10, 3-9 type of year.
Yeah, and that to me, I don't think Gundy's one of those guys. I don't think ever adjusted like Dabo, who we'll get to in a more severe fashion to what the new era of college football. Old school guy, doesn't want to play the NIL game, wants guys to come in and usually would have, program people. Like he just, I think, seemed very put off with how college football is nowadays. And if you don't adapt, you don't adjust, this is what you get. Now you're going into Oregon, losing by fucking 70 like you're, Idaho Tech or something. So
And he had to go to the portal this year to fill out the roster. Well, the problem is the portal was way down as far as talent this year. This was not the year to build your roster with 40 or 50 guys in the portal.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. I mean, it's 2 new coordinators again, not looking good. Best bets didn't look good, went 4-5. Would have been a winner, very close to being a positive. Of course, we typical 3 out of 4 on the money line underdog.
And it was
and then the shortest one, which that went down. That sucked. San Diego State, probably the game I was most confident in. That went down. That sucks. How about Ole Miss? That was rough.
That was
not saying that we totally deserved to win that one, but do we have that in there? I thought that was that was that hurt. There it is. Oof. Field goal with about 10 seconds left for Kentucky. I don't know what they were doing on defense. They call timeout. The clock's running. Kentucky doesn't have any timeouts. That game was going to end.
The game was going to end. They were going to run one snap because if you run another play there, which they were going to, it doesn't make sense to kick a field goal. Even if the clock stopped after that, there would be like 5 seconds left. So you would just throw it in the end zone. Like what the fuck was he doing?
I don't know. Not only did it impact the side, it impacted the total. I know some people, myself, were on the under. I'm sure that'll, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if
he's a clown show. I mean, he's just not a serious coach to me.
No, and I will say, and I know we were on this together. We kind of mentioned it on the show. I don't think we didn't put it in the best bets, but I can't believe Iowa covered that with that fucking offense, that 3. I know, like, it's an Iowa State game, like they all land 3. There's a problem. There's a big problem. We talk Michigan offense. The Iowa offense has a bigger problem.
Yeah, I mean, they were really bad the first 20, 25 minutes. I thought they were okay later, but I mean, it's Iowa though. Can they cover this week against that terrible UMass team? Market kind of bottom this week.
I will say UMass after losing to Bryan at home is really something. And not only like I just pulled up I looked at the box there. I pulled this up. Like the Bryan
legitimate.
Yeah, it wasn't like they like threw all over him. That's
bad. Bad dark days for the MAC. Long Island beats Eastern.
Yeah. That's such a classic Eastern. Eastern will like go into
they'll beat like Kentucky this week.
Yeah, like a mid-tier Power 4 and be like, we're gonna compete, and then like going up against Long Island. And so that was a classic. You know what? We talked about it a bit Saturday. That Texas final score is gonna look okay.
Oh, it wasn't okay though.
It wasn't okay though.
No.
It was not okay.
See the stuff on social media. I think it's legit. I don't know why he's wincing like that. They asked Sark in the press conference. He had a real snarky, pun intended, response. I'm not buying Texas, man. Schedule's still relatively easy for an SEC schedule, but I mean, still Oklahoma's going to be tough at Georgia. Not buying that. They could be 9-3. That would be extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
Chat's loaded up. We got super chats. We'll get to you guys in a second. I did get word from the bosses though. We got more ads. So I know a lot of you guys watching right now love college football, and a lot of you love the NFL as well. Tuesdays at 5 Eastern on the Forward Progress channel. They have a best bet show. It's G-Stack George hosting. Flup and Judah join him as well as they go game by game, giving out their best bets. That's tomorrow. 5 o'clock Eastern on the Forward Progress YouTube channel. Mitchell in the chat. He was in early. Mitchell Ferguson. Canadian,
our guy.
20. There has to be something to that.
Yeah, what's Mitchell? Tell us what the
$27.99.
$27.99.
It might be something with the Canadian to US dollar exchange rate. And then maybe that equals $5. I don't know. But we appreciate you, Mitchell. Love the show. You guys are the best. What's your opinion on Buffalo versus Kent State? -12.5 first half, -21.5 full game. How you each got Canelo Crawford. I'm not a boxing guy. I'll lean on you for that one. Boy, Buffalo, Kent. I'd probably prefer first half, full game. Where you at on that one?
Yeah, so
I'm not wild about laying it though with Buffalo. They're not the offense I want to lay it with.
no, and you know what? There's been some actual. I thought market would actually push that out just because it's Kent State, but there's actually been some early buy on Kent State. I don't think you'll see it get down. I mean, it's mostly
It ain't going below 21.
Yeah. I would say Mitchell, if you see a 21 and you like the Buffalo side, I'd buy the 21. Because I think it might touch a few places and then go back out. In far as, and I see our man Addy G in the, I would lean Crawford too. I've never been the biggest Canelo guy, but I think he's a little bit long in the tooth now. And after changing weight classes a few times, my lean would be on Crawford. And it's, you see, I don't know, this is just like you see Mayweather and Tyson. Boxing is so fucking unserious now. From a guy who used to be a diehard when I was young. Like everything is
worth it. It ain't now.
Yeah. It's just It all the real fight. Nobody wants to watch like the actual boxing. People want to see but that's what people pay for. It's like, oh, I want to watch Mayweather Tyson. I want Logan Paul versus fucking I don't know.
Kyle Wallace, new member. Appreciate you, Kyle. Charles Saul, one of our best viewers, $10 super chat. Knish, just ignore the Underwood. Look like Alex Orgy talk. That's not fair to Orgy. He had worse weapons last year. Bryce and CJ Carr both hung out to dry by their OCs. CJ Carr looked better than on the road than Bryce did last week. Cal and JKS +3 this week.
Number one, I'm not worried about Underwood. I'll say that. Not whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was the greatest performance, but I wouldn't be hitting the panic alarm on Underwood. Did the Michigan ceiling, which after week 1 you thought maybe can this team go 10-2, go to a playoff?
They're not going 10-2.
They're not going 10-2.
You got to come back on the board right now.
You're right. So that's what I'll say about that. Don't worry about Underwood.
As far as the Cal +3, if you got that in pocket, I think that's a go. I bet Cal. I got even better than 3, believe it or not. I bet the under in the game. I think it's, Minnesota dominant against a nobody last week. Big deal. Boy, this is going to be the old school capper in me, but I don't know about a 10:30 start time for those Big Ten teams. I see Michigan State was tweeting about it. They're not accustomed to that. So I lean Cal. Just, best prices are gone. But if you got +3, I think you'd feel good there.
Yeah, I agree with 3. I'm interested market wise. I would if you want on the Cal side, maybe wait a little back, see if there's some buyback that gets it back. So I know there's been some market interest, at least in Minnesota, the first couple of weeks, and they've looked good. I mean, just to put it out there, they've looked. And I know this is fly out to the West Coast, late start. Cal's been electric, so I think that's the side. But I'm gonna wait to see if a 3 pops, and if you got one in pocket already, then hey, that was a nice grab.
Andy's a new member. Appreciate you, Andy. A bunch more super. We could do a whole nother show on super chats. Where are these super chats going to? Hopefully somebody. Just not lost in the interweb. So, Raya Boy, $9.99. A longtime listener. Usually can't catch the live shows. Appreciate you for catching this one. Thanks for all the work and best college football show out there. Thank you for that. Is Arkansas playable at +10 or A&M at 7? I think both are very playable at those numbers. Arkansas, not there at the market now. It was there at 10. I don't know if it's going to flash again. I'm waiting on that one. And by that, you know what I'm talking about there. So I'm waiting to see what happens in that one. I'm very interested in Arkansas. Haven't bet it yet. Want 10. I had bet A&M. There was money on Notre Dame today.
Yeah, and I know
I
who
took
that,
the 7. There was a 7.5 that popped. I took that too.
That's what I was going to say. If you want A&M, I think you'll see some. I know a couple places got bought up 7.5. I think you'll see some 7.5. So
yeah, wait for that 7. I think that's very playable.
Yeah,
I like the over. That's contrarian. I bet that took some money today.
I would say I'm not as keen on the Arkansas. I mean, at 10, I'm not going to talk you off it. If you got that in pocket, if you see that, I know we just went to the well with Ole Miss, but very different game stylistically at home. Arkansas's defense is fucking terrible. And this is the kind of opponent that Ole Miss tends to roll up a little bit more. And overall, that game, again, sour grapes, all that. I do think Ole Miss, outside of a couple of turnovers, deserve to cover and handily. Like Kentucky got fortunate to cover there.
That was sloppy. I like that Lacey, that running back, though.
Yep, I agree.
Quarterback, good, because he was banged up a little bit at the end.
Seemed okay at the end. I know he can't, like, it looked worse on the field, but it seemed like towards the end of the game, I mean, this is just visually, he seemed all right.
Trump 304 in the chat, 499 super chat. What in the world happened to the Hilltoppers? That was a loser from the start.
Yeah, that
loser in the market too. Toledo continued to take money on game day.
Yep. And that was I mean, they just got total yards. They 300 plus rushing for Toledo. Topper's defense got absolutely smoked. Offense, I thought kind of did their thing, played
late. Those 2 touchdown drives are late when they're down 45-7, man. It was bad.
I mean, yeah, there's no like that. Yeah, the hands down the wrong side.
Yeah. Toledo will play like that. Oh man, look at this Toledo team. They'll lose to Akron in a couple weeks. I mean, that is just. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say, a lot of inconsistency. I don't. Who's good? Oregon looks good. We'll see, but they haven't played anybody. But these guys look good offensively. SC. Texas Tech looks good. Again, haven't played anybody yet, so we'll see. Harrison Cooper with a $10 super chat. Hello again. Happy Monday. Coastal should probably be getting doubles for everyone now. Boy, they're rough. 3-0 entering the fourth quarter in that one. I think their starting quarter, MJ Morris had like a quarterback rating of like 5 against Charleston Southern. Mountain West Conference is terrible. I kind of agree with that, although UNLV starting to come around. Who would have thought that after watching the Idaho State game?
Right.
They're coming around. Air Force probably most consistent. I don't know. They've only played one game. It was against an FCS team. I think we'll get a good barometer of them this week against Utah State. And then 3, what hat do you need that you don't own? Oh, wow. I'll have to think of that one. I don't know. On that one.
I'll try on the Air
maybe
Force.
A Georgia hat.
Oh, okay. Did you ever do I used to have, this is 15 years, like you know what? I'll see if I can find it for next show. There was like a line of college hats that had like the symbols, but they were in like different, it was almost like they were like angry or like more, like I had a Georgia Tech one that had like the B on it, but it was like the B like with like a little bit more like, I don't know, like sauce to them or like angry. It was like the B in a different, and they had like a line of that. I'll see if I can find it and bring it to the next one. I will say Mountain West.
Who do you like out there? Colorado State. What was that?
Woof.
I almost wanted them to lose outright for the win total. That would have helped.
I know. I just think it, like, the more you look at it, do I think Air Force is the only real challenger to Boise? Probably.
UNLV?
I'm still not.
Calandria's playing well, man, and
he has been playing.
I'm critical of Mullen, but he can coach quarterbacks.
I'm not totally and I know after the week 1, I'm not totally sold after a Sam Houston and a UCLA. Right. I think both those teams are horrid. I would say if you're looking at, like, on FanDuel right now, if you're looking at Mountain West futures.
I still think it's Boise.
I still think it's Boise,
because that box score is misleading. South Florida apparently is really freaking good, to say the least. I mean, you saw what they did. So, yeah, it's still going to be a runaway. Boise hosts UNLV. There we go. Oh, Fresno's looking a little bit better. I forgot about them.
They are looking better. I'm still
that was kind of fluky, though. That Oregon State game. Oregon State missed 4 2-point conversions, and Oregon State was winning 27-26 with about a minute left. So Fresno goes down, kicks a field goal, goes up 2, and then Oregon State threw a pick 6. So very misleading game. That hurt the win total too. Oof.
Yeah,
Oregon State sucks.
Yeah.
Watch Oregon State beat Texas Tech this week. No, I'm joking. Reich's 999 super chat. Happy Monday, fellas. Arizona minus a half point against K-State in shambles. Yeah. Oregon covers and team total over. Texas Tech covers and team total over. Boy, lots there. Thank you for the super chat. I haven't done anything with any of them yet, to be honest with you. Have you done anything with those 3 games? Oh, I did bet the over in the Texas Tech game.
Kansas State, hard to back right now. And there could be there's whispers. There's some I don't know, some locker.
Here we go. Dylan Edwards going to play. I said this right after.
Yeah.
Lead Kansas State fan said, told me I was wrong, but here we are. I don't think he's going to play.
And the other man, I know Arizona's had a couple of, if you get Hawaii with Alebo's not picked up, then you get, a Weber State, and they look pretty good.
This is a big game.
This is
Kansas
a big
State
game.
season's on the line.
Yeah.
And if Arizona can win, then they can, they're going to overachieve expectations. They're going over their win total.
Yeah. I mean, if you 2 weeks ago, if you said this line would have been, 7.5. So you're obviously taking Arizona at quite an adjustment, but it's probably a game just financially I'd probably pass on. But I'm not going to talk anybody off Arizona.
Yeah. I will say I did watch the tape on the Army game. There was a lot of fluke shit that happened in that game. A lot of negative stuff that happened against Kansas. There was Army had the ball for 40 minutes, and anything that, could happen that went Army's way did go Army's way in that game. 4th down conversions. I think they converted 6 out of 7 just to hold on to the ball. There was, after they scored, they were going to squib kick it. They didn't intend, even the Army coach said this, we weren't intentionally going for an onside, but it ricocheted off a Kansas player, an up guy, and then they recovered it. So then they continued to have the ball. I haven't seen quit in Kansas State yet. This will be the game that shows it for me. The other games, Texas Tech, I'm not wild about that price laying that. They haven't played anybody. I did bet the over, though. I mean, how can you not in those games? Oregon State's, moved the football last week. Just, that's for some reason, wanted to go for 4 2-point conversions. If they kick extra points, they probably beat Fresno. Unbelievable.
Yeah, filled some Oregon State 24 earlier.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think that if you like K-State, I would say I think that number probably keeps coming down a little bit.
And he had Oregon.
Texas
I haven't bet it. Seems like a tough spot. Let's see the weather by the lake. I'm guessing that's one of the games by the lake. I want to bet Oregon, though, because I don't see Northwestern keeping pace. I have Oregon number 1 in my power ratings right now. Can you believe that? I'm not alone either. I think there's other people got them number 1. When you beat a power 4 team by 65, that's what it looks like. Bobby Rovey, sorry for that. New member. Appreciate you for that. Let's go back up to the top. I think we got the super chats. Let's see here. Boom. Tell you what I haven't got, though. I haven't done yet another ad read. I got another one for you. It's become a tradition for a lot of our audience at the Hammer Betting Network. You spend Mondays with us, me and Knish, talking college football, and then you go on over to the Forward Progress YouTube channel for the Monday Night Football watch-along. You got the pizza man, Rob Pizzola, hosting. Jason Cooper is going to be there as well, plus tons of guests, including the one, the only Mr. Hitman, sweating dozens of his best bets in the fourth quarter. They give away the best bets. They build a same-game parlay. It all starts at 8 o'clock Eastern. Watch along with Rob Pizzola and Jason Cooper on the Forward Progress YouTube channel.
2 ads for Forward Progress on our show?
We got them. There's more coming, man. I'm just telling you.
Are they? We better be getting some, reciprocation there on that show.
I was told by George that they're doing the same for us. We'll see. Yeah, but see, did you see how many? I don't even think they noticed this. We had 2,200 live viewers on a Baylor SMU halftime show on the CW. I said, the contract is a 1-year contract. It gets renegotiated.
You tell them, Eric, in the chat, Forward Progress not paying the bills, baby. There's one show that's paying the bills on this network. Yeah. You're watching it.
D-Lee23 in the chat. Hey, boys, a couple of spot questions. Feels like a terrible spot for Utah with Texas Tech on deck, and do we look to fade these West Coast Big Ten teams heading east? I kind of do with the Big Ten team. Again, I bet Cal, but I don't like the number now. Utah, I haven't bet that game yet. I was hoping that got a little higher for me to bet Wyoming. I need like 20. I'm greedy. I need 24.5. Did you do anything with that game yet?
I actually, you know what? I think gun to my head, I would take Utah right now. I haven't done anything with the game yet, but I really, man, I know it's a couple of bums and an FCS team, and UCLA's trash, but I love how the offense is looking so far. I tell you what, we need in Utah is a little, damp. Nobody's fucking talking about this guy. I don't know. Nobody
They got a place. They can't be playing. They got to be playing someone better than Wyoming, and they got to get some earlier start times. We got to get him some Heisman love. Are you in on the Heisman? What'd you get?
I'm in. No, I bet it when we were like in the show over the summer. When you had you were saying you had 150. I took some 100.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be nice. I will say it's crickets though right now, and I see that people.
It's early. You got. I mean, the Heisman
is early, but
the Heisman's a November award. That's if someone's asked me. I'm like, man, it's a November. Well, ask me then.
go ahead. I will say. Big move from, I don't know if Oklahoma, I mean, because they got the SEC, you can lose a lot of games, but John Mateer, great performance.
Heisman favorite, though? Do you know all 8 of their SEC opponents are ranked right now? All 8.
I don't think he's going to, I honestly don't think he'll be able to survive that run with enough wins and production.
The 95 Nebraska team's not surviving that. 0-1 Miami. Ridiculous. But we'll see. Yeah, he did play well. Looked good. I was disappointed in Michigan in the line of scrimmage, man. I thought they would. I thought they'd be at least a slight winner there. I thought it'd be like. I'm not saying I expected them to win, but I thought it'd be like. I thought it'd be close. Like I'm surprised that Oklahoma, like you mentioned. Now I think it was fortunate that it finished 11. So I graded that one more like a 17-20 point win for Oklahoma. Not good. Crestman, thoughts on these key number plays? Wake plus 7.5, LSU minus 9.5, South Florida plus 17.5. I didn't do anything with the Wake NC State game for Thursday. I know we won't talk again before that one. Did you do anything with that Thursday night game?
If you have, I do. I don't see many. I know FanDuel's got a juice 7.5. I like that one, Chris. I don't listen. I think that I'm not going to try and sell you over on Wake, but I would lean that way at 7.5. I'll tell you what. If a 10 pops on Florida, I'm in.
You're in on Florida.
I'm in.
I think everyone's going to throw him in the trap. Yeah, that seems. I think that'll be LSU will be the most popular bet on the board this week.
I would say, yeah, that one. We'll see where it goes, but you might see it. But I'll be wild. I know there's some couple 9.5.
That's coming down. That tells you everything. That's 8.5 at FanDuel right now, and a bunch of other books. I think that's a great game to in-game live because either Florida's rebounding or they're not, and you're going to know right away early. South Florida plus 17.5. Let's get to that game. Where are we at on the board? Let me look here. What's your thoughts? FanDuel is hanging 16.5 right now. I think it's a horrific spot for South Florida.
I mean, it's definitely a legendary bad spot.
I like Miami. We best betting it.
Let's stay because FanDuel's
best bet 16.5. Miami. Yeah. Go. Order. Boom. In. Lay it. We're getting a cheap. I mean, Miami's better than Florida. We're laying a little bit cheaper. I know South Florida won outright, but I mean, they had a misleading. I give South Florida all the credit in the world. They've been the clear right side the last couple of weeks, but misleading box score against Boise, and you got a Florida player spitting and stupid stuff there. They were the right side, but I don't know. They should have won that game, but the roster's not built to play 3 straight tough games, in my opinion. I mean, they got blasted by Miami last year by 35. I like Miami.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and I know like I was going to say,
I think the best price in market too. That was only 16.5 out there. Boom.
Yeah. Yep.
Best bet.
And that's just the way you can tell. That's key going to, I think, keep ticking up. So.
Yeah, I think closes 17.5. Boom, like it. Best bet. Matt in the chat. Does Purdue rebuild offset USC struggles going east last year, 0-3. Also took some Sawyer Robertson Heisman. Boy, he can throw I mean, they got a great passing offense. They got nothing else. Heisman 100-1. Toughest road games TCU, ASU and Utah at home. Miranda D will keep them chucking. Yeah, that defense is terrible. What do you think about Robertson?
I mean, he's going to put up great numbers, but
it's going to be enough buzz. It's all about the media.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he's got no buzz right now, and we were just talking about. Damn, and like, what's Baylor gonna go 7-5? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, if they go on this historic run where they blaze the offense, but
it's tough for me to trust them when you can't stop anybody.
You can't stop anybody.
They're gonna have a bunch of games, one possession games. So like we said at halftime, whoever has the ball last will win the game.
And just, I like how they're just throwing it on offense regardless. Like, we're not going to just, like run into the line if it's not working.
Except when it's on 4th down, we'll run.
Yeah.
3 times. 3 times in that game they ran it. Came up short.
Yeah. But listen, I'm not going to say, oh, you can't take 100, but I don't see it. I don't see the pathway.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Appreciate that, though. As far as the Purdue USC game, I bet I laid 20.5 with SC. I think I'm not worried about it. You worried about the travel? I'll be worried about it when they go to Illinois in a couple weeks, and then they play Michigan, then they go back to South Bend. That's going to be a problem.
I would agree. That, to me, I wouldn't too much on travel early in the season, especially first trip. Like, I think it's more so when you get to the meat of that Big Ten schedule and you've gone back and forth 4 or 5 times, or you're a USC team and now you're coming into play in 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather. That, to me, I think adds a little bit more juice than, the first travel when it's going to be 60 in West Lafayette.
I liked it there. I went there last spring. Not bad. Benjamin, I love Odom's a great coach.
I will say, though.
Oh.
No, I was just going to say and I know they've played a couple, cupcakes. I thought Purdue's looked significantly.
They're buttoned up. They look like a football team.
Yeah, I agree. Compared to the last.
Yeah, they might not win another game, but they're buttoned up. They're not going to get beat by 50 by everybody like last year.
For sure.
And I would not be a bit surprised they pull an upset or so this year. So he's a good coach.
I think they'll get somebody in the Big Ten for sure.
Yeah, I think probably Northwestern.
Or Rutgers.
And maybe somebody else. They might win 4. Benjamin Rash in the chat, $9.99. Call me crazy. It's time for Stanford to get down on the farm plus 10.5. People are saying Brown might get the start at quarterback. Well, I'm afraid I got some maybe good news for you. If you think 10.5 is good, you're going to get higher because right now BC is getting steamed. You're going to get 11.5 out of our friends at FanDuel. I'd wait on that. Who wants to bet Stanford right now? I don't.
I mean,
I know some people liked him against BYU. Ooh.
Yeah, I actually thought that was I liked the play. I bet some myself.
At 21.5, I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, we're talking like Goldman's, and it's funny because you know what? When he was at Oregon State, I'm in a group chat with some guys, and I was like, I tell them how terrible I thought this guy was, and he had some good performances at Oregon State through a couple of games this year. The guy looks like he's never played football in his fucking life before. I mean, he's been awful. He cost them the Hawaii game, and he's basically single-handedly blew the cover in this game. I mean, he's been really bad, and I don't blame him if they. I mean, I would like it worse, or I'd like it better if they, pull the chute, try somebody else. But I agree. I think this number is only going one. Boston College's offense is
Lonergan kid is legit.
Woo! He's cooking. They probably should have beat Michigan State.
I agree they should have beaten Michigan State. And I bet Michigan State. I loved Michigan State in that game.
Me too.
That Dylan Lonergan kid, keep an eye on him. That's what an NFL quarterback looks like. I mean, he's slinging it.
Honestly, I would.
Bill O'Brien, I mean, he gets a lot of. That was a good. I'll just say this. That's looking like a good hire for BC.
Yeah. I think that number takes off at some point. Oppo. I'm thinking Boston College takes off.
It's taking off right now, man.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think you want to lay 10.5. I know, not ideal, but It's another late start for them traveling again. So it's just not a great spot. But how does Stanford keep pace? BC's offense is legit. Lara in the chat. Iowa plus 3.5, Syracuse minus 6.5. I know numbers matter, but always feels great when they actually do matter, and you guys are on the right side of it. Keep killing it, guys. There you go. They did. Boy, Syracuse game, that was wild.
I can't believe that.
The back and forth. I can't believe Syracuse won, but they probably deserved to win. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know if they deserve to cover. Probably should have won by 3 at the end. That was crazy. Ugly Dogs, Arkansas State plus 21 and Missouri State plus 27.5 from Michael. I think you get better on Missouri State, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's been back and forth. That tells me there's some back and forth there, but you can get 28. I didn't bet that game. Kudos, they got a big win over Marshall. I didn't bet Arkansas State either. That seems like a good spot.
I think you'll get better on Arkansas State.
I'll be in if you do. I can say that because that'll be 4 straight weeks for Iowa State off a rivalry game. This would be the week I kind of want to step in front of Iowa State, although Arkansas State's defense is terrible. They're bad.
It's a problem.
You're on Iowa State?
I thought the Iowa State game, I thought Iowa State was the superior. And I know the second half, Iowa was able to bully ball them a little bit, but I came away more impressed with Iowa State than I had been in some previous weeks, even though they look, they kind of ran up some points. So they're real deal. Like they're real. Big 12 wise. What are they right now in the 7-1? I mean, there's
Utah's legit. Let's see what Texas Tech looks like against someone that should be a hell of a race, though. Does the Big 12 get 2 teams in this year? Could. Harrison asking about Coastal shouldn't be anywhere inside doubles. Pretty much, yeah. I might have read that already. I do like East Carolina. Tout Service gave that out earlier.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that stuck around.
That came back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who's on that. Did anybody watch Coastal? They were awful. I think East Carolina's look good too. I don't get it. Coastal looked horrible last week. Looked horrible against Virginia. Lost by 40. I mean, Am I getting set up here? I thought East Carolina could beat an NC State outright. I liked NC State in the game. And then they just demolished an FCS opponent. I mean, they look good. I don't get it. Maybe I'm going down, but I'm fine going down on that one. Numbers matter. I know it's through a key, but I think I blow out. I can see him blowing them out. What have you seen from each of the 2 teams so far? Kyle, longtime listener, longtime BP Sports member, but new subscriber to this channel. Well, appreciate you, Kyle. Enjoy listening to you guys. Knish, your Hilltoppers better figure it out to stop the run. Sheesh. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I mean, they just got completely ran over.
I will say Conference USA still there for the taking because Liberty sucks.
It's still there for the taking. Man, that was a disgust. I really thought I actually liked Liberty. I know this was your blue horseshoe tip for last week. I thought Liberty was a definite bounce back versus Jacksonville State, and the way that game played out, and the way Jacksonville State, who I don't think is very good either. That was to me like a confirmation. Liberty's trash.
We'll see this week. They're traveling up to Falcon country.
I really don't know who's going to win Conference USA.
I don't know either.
I don't.
It's bad. The G5.
It's real bad.
That's bad. It's bad football. Nicholas in the chat. Thoughts on FAU plus 3 or UAB minus 11.5? A lot of money. I'm guessing some service releases were on FIU this morning. I didn't see who. I would take FAU at 3. I don't see it. It looks like a couple places have it 3. Not a wild bet on that one, but I would lean that way at 3. And then UAB, I don't know how you can bet Akron right now. They look like they're waving the white flag on the season. They haven't scored a point yet. But I don't want to. Do you trust Trent Dilfer?
That's well, I did. What did we say last week? Great spot.
Yeah, you did trust him. You got him.
Great spot, baby. And I will say they didn't get you many stops, but I know, like I like UAB, in the role more so last week where he as a bigger dog, as a favorite to cover this number. And I know Akron's a tragedy, but I wasn't interested in laying it. FAU, that's another one either. I know most of the threes got bought up. I actually think
there's a few out there. Any other games? Hold on. Before you collect your thoughts, I got another ad read, believe it or not. Before we move forward, for the close out the show, a quick word about forward progress. No, I'm joking. BetStamp Pro, the odds screen. This is an ad I can get behind. BetStamp Pro, the odds screen trusted by pros to win at scale. And for the first time, you can unlock the standalone main market screen without the full props package. If you're ready to level up with real betting tools, this is your entry point. The BetStamp main market screen gives you professional grade access for only $99 a month on the annual plan. It's built for speed, precision, with 150 plus sports books. And this season, we've added an integrated bet tracking so you can send wagers directly from your odds. And I think that's it. Was that the cutoff there? That didn't sound like the cutoff. Did that?
Night in, night out?
Yeah. I got to look and see if I cut that off. BetStamp Pro. Really can't recommend that enough. I will see if I cut that off, the ad. I chopped it, I think. Great job by me. They'll have me replaced. Did you got any games you want to talk about and discuss?
Big Tennessee steam today. Where are you at on that?
I'm glad you got to that. I'm not gonna say I originated the stream. I got the absolute best number as far as 7.5. I would not be anywhere near that now at current at 3.5. I did cut that off. I went to another page. That's why. So BetStamp Pro. Here's what you can do. $99 a month on the annual plan. It's built for speed and precision with 150 plus sports books. And this season, we've added integrated bet tracking so you can send wagers directly from your odds screen into your BetStamp account. And because you're listening to the Hammer, instead of the normal 7-day trial, you get a full 14-day free trial to test it out. Don't wait. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to claim it today. Boom.
14-day free trial of that is nice. I will say that's especially
very
if you're
nice.
a top guy.
Sorry, I blew that ad read. I'll get it down. I'm not used to reading 4 ads a show. I would like to get paid for 4 ads a show, though. I'm joking. There's a lot of crossover promotion. Man, I got to tell you, as far as Georgia, Tennessee, I'm part of the early buy. Cannot recommend it now. I have had more people reach out to me today. They want Georgia, and they want it big. 3 different people that I respect. They want Georgia. They want 3, but they're willing to even lay 3.5. They love the Bulldogs here.
Joey Screens was using BetStamp Pro. How do you like that? And was able to catch a 3 earlier. It did not last long, and it was only one shop, which doesn't pay us, no free ads, so we won't say it. But there was a 3. I do think you will see some 3s return, though.
Wow. So if you're just talking numbers, I got my power rankings. The numbers and the ratings are going to love Tennessee here. My gut, it's different. My handicap on the game says Georgia. At current, definitely the play. Tennessee's 2 starting corners are out. Georgia's going to get healthier. I think Georgia's been playing possum the first couple games. So, yeah. Hopefully that 3 is available when we're live on the air.
Yeah, and let's touch on the other steamer, the other big game steamer, Clemson, Georgia Tech.
How about Georgia Tech? Haynes King doesn't play. Market doesn't react. Shouldn't have reacted because Georgia Tech still covers.
Yep.
He'll play here. I'm part of the Georgia Tech money. Am I betting it now? I don't know. You tell me. What's your? I'm not betting it now. Are you?
No, I'm out now. I mean, it would be. I'm not. Although the Georgia was a buy and looking to buy, this is a pass and looking to pass now. I don't want to be in on Clemson.
I agree with that.
If it gets to pick or something, but any realistic number of hitting, it's a Clemson program, a Clemson offense that I just don't believe in anymore. And I don't think the defense is, elite, has taken kind of a step that people thought it would. And
Man,
so,
nobody took a step. They returned everybody, and nobody got better.
yep. So,
So, in
yeah,
fact, it might have got worse. They were reading their press clippings. Understandable maybe to be a little flat coming off a big game, although you lost a big game at home. You kind of want to, send a message. They did send a message, just the wrong one. Down 16-0 as a 31-point favorite. That sucks. That's bad. Egg talks about Clemson. He got under 55.5 at open. I got that too. Kudos. CLV trophies. We'll hang them up. CLV trophies haven't been doing so well this year. Still like around current thoughts. Slow tempo. Got to build around the run. Clemson front seven. Still elite. Yeah, I'd still lean under. Friends at FanDuel at 54.5. One of the best numbers in market. Where you at on there?
Yeah, I'd lean that way. I know some of the look at it, it got popped down pretty good. So I understand some of the buyback there, but I agree. I would still lean that way under. And we'll have to see. I'm interested to see what Georgia Tech does with a little bit of QB rotate. I mean, I'm sure, King will be back. Do they rotate? Do they go to? Because it's a different style.
I do like the backup. I saw him last year.
I agree. It's a different style of offense when he's in, a little bit more pass happy.
Brendan in the chat, backyard brawl thoughts. West Virginia starting running back, their best player. He's out for the year. Wide receiver, one of their best players watching the tape from last week before he got injured. He's down for the year. Starting linebackers injured. I watched that game. I mean, Ohio threw 3 interceptions in the second half. They tried to give West Virginia the game. Ohio was clearly better. I mean, they should have won the game by 2 touchdowns. West Virginia is terrible. I know it's a rivalry game. You're laying it with the road favorite. I like Pitt's going to pound them.
This is one that I had a little piece of the look ahead and wish I had my 401k on the look ahead because I think it was 2.5 at our friends at FanDuel before these reopened, and then it was 4.5, and then now 6.5. Even at 6.5,
I could only bet Pitt.
I could still only bet Pitt. I don't think you'll see some West Virginia buyback until this kind of goes through 7.
It's got to go through 7 for there to be buyback.
Yeah. So I don't have anything real positive to say about West Virginia, and I think it's a Pitt offense that it's got more juice, and they managed the Central Michigan weird offense pretty well. And overall, I think Pitt is the side here. It's just you probably, I know you're buying a little bit of a late move now, but I think it's still going that way.
0 in the chat. Louisiana plus 27.5. Kansas dominated most of the game versus Mizzou. Emotional letdown spot for the Tigers. I kind of disagree with the dominated. They didn't dominate the stats. I think Kansas was the first team in the last 10 years of college football, FBS football, that were either tied or leading at the half down, and they were minus 200 yards at halftime. And Louisiana's got a backup quarterback. Somehow they covered last week. What was that, like 17-10 in the fourth quarter? And somehow they covered that fucking game. Of course, I backed McNeese there. Market says Mizzou's the play. I'm on Mizzou.
We said that one was like the popular, play of the week. And then it was looking like an easy winner.
Yeah.
They jam in a few TDs late, which was fucking brutal.
Man, that killed me.
Yeah,
Missouri's been steamed big time. I can't get there on. I think you're going to get better than 27.5. I think you're going to maybe get a 28. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not interested at current on that one.
Yeah, no, I mean that one. If you got in on Mizzou early, good play. I would even FanDuel's got the best number in market at 26.
I lean Mizzou at minus 26.5.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually gonna. I mean, we don't have to best bet this, but I'm gonna bet that 26.5 right now. If you're watching,
if you're live and watching a bet stamp odd screen, you can see him move. You'll watch Knish move it. Maybe we'll see if his account's flagged, or if he bets enough. Maybe he's betting $10. Christopher O'Donnell in chat, $4.99 super chat. What's in worse shape right now? Joey K's back or Cade Klubnik and Dabo? I would definitely say Cade Klubnik and Dabo.
Yeah, and you know what? The back is feeling a little better today. Saw the Cairo, did some PT. So the back is in better condition than it's been in a few weeks. So and yeah, the Klubnik Dabo experience might be. He's not. No, I mean, I'm not going to say he's not hot seat, right?
Who?
Dabo.
Oh my! Are you kidding me? They just went to the playoffs last year.
Okay.
I mean,
I hot seat was probably too strong.
I don't think they're national. I don't think they'll ever be a national title
I don't
contender
think
again.
so either.
I think I'm comfortable saying that. I've seen enough. This was supposed to be the year to see. He's never going to win the national title again. Guy 1-2 is competing for it. Now you start looking at it, maybe it's fluky. They won the ACC last year. Steve's asking about the Clemson line move. Haynes King confirmed is available. Yeah, I think King's going to play. That was precautionary last week. And it's also what we've been talking about. Clemson's no good. You got anything else? I'm just looking at Chad. There's games that we already talked about. Oh, a little bit of steam on Duke before we did the show.
Yeah.
I think that's the right side. That was smart.
Yep, I agree. I knew some folks that liked that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I like that too. That one wiped out probably a service release for me. There's a couple of them today. Unfortunate. Notre Dame's taking money again. Oof.
Yeah, I know. Filled some Notre Dame.
They love the Irish. We'll see. I don't love the defensive coordinator. We saw the Bengals defense coordinator do pretty good, Mr. Al Golden. So somehow willed them to a win yesterday. That was crazy. Offense 7 yards in the second half for the Bengals. Somehow the Browns are going to brown. Missouri just took money. Did you just do that?
What'd you say? What'd you say? You said, yeah, the people they ain't gonna steam, and now look at that screen.
I thought you were betting at FanDuel, not at every book in the world. So, wow. That just took some money. Hey, people are watching. I mean, when we talk, people listen. We got anything else? What? How many best bets did we do? Just one?
Yeah, just one this morning.
I thought we had more. Let's see. Let me look.
Couple quick hitters just before we close up. Battle of Ohio. Ohio State 31-31.5.
Not a current. I think Ohio. I want Ohio State when it's all said and done. I bet a number at 35.5 on Ohio, but I think this is one where similar to South Florida, Ohio's going to run out of juice.
Yeah, that would lean that. Liberty now laying a touchdown in your backyard.
I'm waiting for 7. I like BG.
Drew Pine.
Oh my God, that motherfucker completed 15 straight. I'm not joking. Go look at it. The play-by-play. I think he completed 15 straight passes in the second half. I thought that was going to be a rocking chair winner on Cincinnati. It was 21-0 late second quarter. I'm like, God, this is going to be easy. I mean, they're going to win by 30 something. No, he's got him fighting, clawing, and scratching. I don't know what to expect with him though. I mean, then I'll
know.
I'll bet on him, and he'll go right back to having like a 5 QBR. So I can't bet it, but I don't. And you give me any number, I'll bet any team. 7 is what I need for BG to be in pocket.
Sunbelt, big one. App State, Southern Miss.
I'm glad you asked this one. You know me, I'm not Mr. Southern Miss. I like App State getting a point and a half.
I think, I mean, I know it's a couple performances.
Inside out handicap, App State final, you're like, oh, worried? No, they had 4 or 5 turnovers last week. They dominated Lindenwood. Southern Miss was not that dominant against Jackson State. So, box score says they shouldn't have covered that big number. So, I like App State here.
Me too. You want to go? Actually, you know what?
You want to go head to head?
No, I'm with you. I was going to say you want
to. Well, we can't go the FanDuel price because that's the worst price in market.
But
I think we can safely do +1 on App State, and there's even some +1.5. You want to do that? Best bet?
Yep.
Best bet App State +1. We'll call it. How's that? Or you want 1.5?
No, 1's fair.
There are some 1.5s.
There are some
competitors and Pinnacle. 1.5.
Take a big
1.5. It's available at $5. Come on. Because we say, oh, it won't matter. It don't matter. Give me a win. All right, that's good. Let's see if there's anything else. Market loves ODU. What's it? Virginia Tech? That's another coach that's going to be gone. What was with that? I was like, I wanted to bet Vandy in that game, and then at halftime, I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't bet Vandy. 20-10 Virginia Tech final. Vandy 44-20. 34-0 in the second half. That's crazy.
That was real. I mean, that was I tell you what, Vandy. That was one. You always remember the ones you leave off that win. I was real close to betting Virginia Tech there at post. I'm like,
wow.
First
what do you think of on Vandy this week? I think he beat South Carolina. I think South Carolina sucks. No. I bet Vandy in the game.
Like where did I go wrong on Vandy not betting them like for the last 15 games in a row? I'm with you though. South Carolina was off to a horrible start for South Carolina State too. Like first half they were losing that game.
Their performance against Virginia Tech was terrible compared to Vandy. They both played Virginia Tech. You tell me who you like.
I know. Everything says Vandy.
All right. When that happens, South Carolina by 3 scores. So, and I think South Carolina beat Vandy by 3 scores last year. It was like Vandy's worst game of the season, if I remember correctly. I think they were just out of gas, though. They had just played like Alabama and Texas. They didn't have anything left in the tank. I got nothing else, I don't think, until Friday's show, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it. So, a couple best bets, snuck one in there at the end. I like. I'm glad we're on that because I always want to fade the love for Southern Miss. Anything to get against that, I love. So, all right, that'll do it for the man. What do we got here? There we go. Coming in strong. Very good job, Moretto. For producer Alex Moretto, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. I'm merely Brad Powers. Thank you for all the super chats, comments. We'll see you Friday at 5.